Hello everyone. I'd like to give a short introduction to our contribution that we've made, Capoeira for All, to Refugee Week this week. I'd like to start by saying how amazing it is that your school community, the parents, the kids and the teachers have worked so hard to understand and to learn about the experience of refugees. This ties in a lot with the Black Lives Matter movement that's happening at the moment. Sharing our experiences and understanding the experience of others is so important for creating a community which understands, a community that supports, and a community that celebrates each other no matter where we're from or who we are. For us at Capoeira for All, creativity, culture and the arts is one of the most powerful ways we can share and understand our experiences. But constantly reflecting on who we are, what we do, how we do it and the impact that it has on others around us is so crucial to creating that community that we all want to create. So I'm really happy to present here today our way of contributing to that conversation and contributing to the amazing Refugee Week that you guys have been doing with the presentation of a few of our activities, a few of our games and a bit of storytelling. Hope you enjoy it, and I just want to say an amazing well done to everyone for having the conversations, for learning about new experiences and also for asking the questions that we're all asking at this time. Thank you very much. Hello everyone, really nice to see you all. I hope you're doing well, I hope you're being safe, I hope you're keeping fit and healthy. My name's Akil and I'm from Capoeira for All. Some of you may know me from the school, from the after school clubs, and it's really good to be with you here again today. Today I'm here to show you some Capoeira. Can everyone say Capoeira? Can everyone say Capoeira? Really good. I'm here to show you some Capoeira, but also this has been a really special week this week. It's been Refugee Week, and I hope you've been learning about the amazing things that happens when people from all over the world get together and we learn together and we laugh together and we play together. I am going to show you some games, some music and some stories about Capoeira. So let's start, first of all, with the story of Che Che. So Che Che lived a long time ago in a place far away on the continent of Africa. And he lived in a country called Angola. And he wasn't much older than you are now. He was about the same age as you. And Che Che, in his town in Angola, loved all the same things that you love. He loved music, he loved to play games, he loved to eat food with his friends and his family. He loved to spend time on the beach because just by Che Che's town there was a huge, beautiful beach. And that's where Che Che was one day. And what Che Che was doing was he was practicing his Capoeira, because Che Che knew the amazing movements of Capoeira, the ginga, the au, meio de compasso and all the other movements. Che Che was there with his friends and he practiced all his amazing Capoeira moves, and he decided that he wanted to play a game. Because as part of Capoeira is having fun, enjoying ourselves and learning what we do and learning our movements through games. And so Che Che and his mates decided to play a game of seesaw and test each other's skill. And like Che Che and like that amazing game, I'm going to show you how to play seesaw. So to play seesaw, what you need is a little bit of space. You need some space around you. Make sure it's nice and safe. And then we need to be able to move our bodies on the spot. So now we're going to do that, and let's play a game of Seesaw. So like Che, we're going to be playing the game Seesaw, and Seesaw is one of my favourite games to play. So in it, we're going to be using our imagination, and we need to imagine that we've got a hoop around us. First of all, what's really important is that we make sure we're in a safe space. So a safe space means that we've got nothing too close to us that we might bump into, like tables or chairs, and also means that we can't be too close to another person. Keeping a safe space in everything that we do, especially stuff like Capoeira, we're going to be moving around and playing games, is super important. So make sure you've looked around and you've seen that nothing's too close that you might fall over and bump into. Our imagination now is going to make our hoop, ding, and what we're going to do is we're going to put it on the floor. So we've got our hoop on the floor. This game involves our hoop going inside it, going outside it, moving around it, and having fun with our hoop. So first of all, if I say sure, we get inside our imaginary hoop. If I say see, we jump outside our imaginary hoop. So it goes something like this. Sure, see, sure. You got that? Okay, next. If I say seashore, you have one foot in the hoop and one foot outside the hoop. And if I say seashore again, you got to swap legs. And you can swap legs like this, you can swap legs like this, one foot in, one foot out. You can swap legs like this. Okay, so let's give that a try. Seashore, 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 seashore. Are you ready? Shore, see, shore. Ah, really good. Okay, the next part of this game, if I say walk the plank, what you've got to do is balance on one leg for 5 seconds from when I count down to 5, and then you've got to change legs and balance again for 5 seconds. Alright, so let's give that a try. Walk the plank. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Change legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're good. Okay, so we've got shore inside your hoop, see outside your hoop. Seashore, 1 foot in, 1 foot out, and we've got walk the plank, which is balance for 5 seconds on one leg, and then balance for 5 seconds on the other leg. We're going to do one more, which is macaco, okay? And this one is, we're going to move like a monkey, and we're going to go around our imaginary hoop, and then jump back inside, okay? Let's give that a try. Macaco! Move like a monkey, go around, all the way around, and jump back inside. Good, okay. Are you ready for the game? Listen to what I say, and try and do the right thing in the hoop. Sing! Outside the hoop. Shore! Inside the hoop. Great. Seashore. One leg in, one leg out. Seashore. Seashore. Macaco! That's a monkey. Walk the plank. Whoa. Keep your balance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Change legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sing. Shore. Sing. Shore. Shore. Ah, did anyone jump out of their imaginary hoop? Make sure shore's inside. Are you ready? Shore. Haha. Sing. Seashore. 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 Macaco. Walk the plank. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Change legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Amazing, guys. I hope you enjoyed that game. Let's finish by giving yourselves a big, massive round of applause. So, I hope you enjoyed that game of Seesaw. I know I really loved it. Now, let's have a breather. Let's have a little rest. So, sit yourselves down, go back to your chairs, or sit down where you are. Che, like you, was also having a rest on the beach where he was with his friend. And they were sitting down, deciding who won Seashore. When out to sea, Che looked, And he said to his friend, "What's that? I have never ever seen a boat that big before." And sure enough, on the horizon out to sea was the biggest boat that Che and his friend, and indeed anyone from their town in Angola had ever seen. And it was coming closer and closer and closer and closer. And Che was like, "Oh, it's coming to our beach, it's coming here. Oh my word, I wonder who's on it. I wonder what they look like. I wonder if it's people from a different city, a different town." And sure enough, in rowed the rowboat from the big boat. And as Che watched the people come in, he'd never seen them before. Oh, they were dressed differently. They spoke a different language, their hair was different, their skin color, everything about them was different. And Che's town was a friendly town. They welcomed everyone in with open arms. So these people were greeted with food and celebrations, and that night they had a big party to welcome their friends in. And even though they couldn't speak their language, and even though everyone was different, they had a great time. And these people stayed in Che's town for about a week. And then one night, Che heard some shouts. Che heard something that he'd never heard before, which was the sound of fire. And he looked out of his window, and one of the buildings down the road of his town was on fire. And he could hear shouts and see some people running down the street, and he didn't know what was going on. Opened his door, and he looked out his door, and he ran a little bit down the street, and then he saw something that he couldn't believe. The people who they'd welcomed into their town, who came on the big boat, had long swords and other weapons, and they were chasing the people from Che's town around. Some of them had Che's friends and people that he knew with their hands chained up, and Che couldn't work out what was going on. But he saw a lot of people were scared. And what was happening is the people who had come on the big boat to Che's town hadn't come to make friends with them, and hadn't come to be friendly and nice. They'd come to enslave the people of Che's town and take them far, far away from a different place. Some of you have may heard of slavery before. Slavery is where someone is taken and forced from the place that they live to go somewhere else and to work without pay or without any say in what happens in their lives. They can't do the things that they used to do and enjoy the things that they used to enjoy. And these people had come on the big boat and enslaved Che's friends and the people in his town. And Che saw this going on, and he couldn't believe it. He was so upset. He got so scared. He thought the only thing that he could do was run. And he ran, and he ran, and he ran, and he ran. And eventually, he got to a new place after many, many days of travelling. And he was very scared, and he was very upset because he had to leave his family behind. But this new place, this new town that he came to, although they spoke a different language from Che, they could still find a way to communicate, and Che managed to tell him a little bit about what had happened. And this new town was a friendly town, and it welcomed Che in and said, the people from the town who he met said, "Don't worry, stay with us. One day you might be able to return to your town, but for now we'll keep you safe. We'll make sure that this is a safe space for you. We'll make sure that you're made to feel welcome and included. And no matter who you are in our town, we celebrate everyone and make sure that everyone is welcome." Che had become a refugee. He'd left the place that he lived because he was in fear of something bad happening to him. He was in fear that he might be taken and enslaved or hurt in some way, and so he fled and went to a different place. And Che had become a refugee. And I know you've been learning about refugees this week, so you'll understand a little bit about what a refugee is. And so Che had found a new town and decided that he was going to make a new home in this place. And one of the things that happens when refugees come to a new place is we get a chance to share, and we get a chance to exchange ideas, and we get a chance to teach each other new things and new games. So Che, when he arrived at this new place which welcomed him in, kept him safe, made him feel included, he decided that he was going to teach them Capoeira. And the first movement that he was going to teach them is called the Ginga. And I'm going to teach you the Ginga today, the move that Che showed the people of this town, and we're all going to learn Ginga together. So like Che taught the people of the new town that he arrived at, the people who welcomed him with open arms, like he taught them the Ginga, I'm going to teach you guys the Ginga now. And the Ginga literally means to sway. So the Ginga is about us moving like trees in the wind or like waves on the beach. And it's the most important movement in Capoeira. It's the most important movement because it's about expressing yourself. It's about you being you. It's about your personality coming over and coming out in the way that you move your body. The Ginga is the movement of Capoeira that we practice the most, and it's also a lot of fun. The first thing that we need to learn with the Ginga is how to say it. So everyone say Jin, and everyone say Ga. Jin, Ga. Ginga. Ginga. Yeah, really good. The Ginga literally means for us to move and to sway. So we start with this movement with our legs apart, nice and comfortable, and our knees bent like this. So we bend our knees, and in this position we should be able to move side to side with good balance. We can swing our arms a little bit like this, and we imagine that we're waves swaying in the sea like this, side to side, or maybe we're a tree blowing in the strong wind side to side. So let's see your tree blowing side to side like this. Bend your knees as you go through. Really nice. So this is our first position of the Ginga. The next position of the Ginga is this. So one foot in the front and one foot behind. Yeah, just to the side like this. And we bend our front knee, and our front knee's bent like this, and our back leg's here. And again, now our balance is forward and backwards. And imagine a tree blowing in the wind, going forward, or a wave building and crashing on the beach. And this is what our next position in Ginga. Our toe is on the floor at the back, our front knee's bent here, and we should be working on our balance and getting our balance. So from this position, we go back to our central position, our position in the middle, and then from this position, we just step to the other side as well. And again here, we're working on our balance. We can move forward and backwards, like our waves. Once we've done here, back into the middle. And the Ginga is a step where we're moving side to side, like this. And always when we're playing Capoeira, and when we're learning Capoeira, we're doing it to music. So the drum rhythm, imagine a drum playing, and the drum goes something like this. Dum, 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 da, 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 dum, dum, dum. And if you want to start building in the arms, when I'm here in this position, I've got one leg forward, and what I do is put my opposite arm in front of my face, and then when I step through, it's here, and then the arm changes as I step back like this. The arms up and change. And it's always the opposite arm to leg. So if I've got my right leg forward here, I've got my left arm in front of my face here. And we go side to side like this, and we switch arms, and we're thinking of that drum as well. Boom, 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 ba, 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 boom, 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 ba. And the ginga, we move, we add our movements. Here, it's our expression. We bring our arms in. Boom, 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 ba, boom, 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 ba, boom. Let's now try. I want to see all of you guys trying a little bit of your own movements and expression in your ginga. Moving like this, and here, and here. Really good. Nice. Bum, 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 ba. Well done, guys. Everyone say one more time, ginga. That's your first capoeira movement that you've learned. I hope you've enjoyed it, and it's been amazing to be able to teach you it. Yay! So I hope you all enjoyed learning the ginga. I love the ginga, I love moving, I love my body just swaying side to side. I like the feeling it gives me, I like expressing myself. So Che taught the new place that he'd arrived at, all the things that he knew, the games and the capoeira movements. And also the place that he arrived, welcomed them with open arms, made them feel really safe, included them in the things that they did, and celebrated him for who he was, even though he wasn't from that place. And they all learned from each other, and they all had a fantastic experience together. Now Che, when he arrived at the new town that he was at, he was very scared and he was very frightened. But over time, because the people were friendly, because the people were nice, and because the people understood that somebody new coming to town is an opportunity to learn more about the world, and it's an opportunity to make new friends. It was an amazing experience, and Che made this new place his home. He didn't know if he was going to be able to go back to his old town. He didn't know when he'd go back, or even if he was going to be able to go back. So it was really important to him that the people around him made him feel safe, welcome, and appreciated all the amazing things that he brought to their town. These are some of the ideas that we have in capoeira, the ideas of people coming together, the ideas of people, no matter who they are, being able to learn from one another and being able to celebrate each other. I hope that you've enjoyed our seesaw game today, and I hope that you've enjoyed learning our basic movements of capoeira and also learning about Che's story. If anyone ever comes to your town, or if anyone ever comes to your school or anywhere that you live, and they look different or have different traditions or eat different food or don't speak the language very well, always remember that it's an amazing opportunity for us to learn, for us to make new friends, and for us to teach them what we know and the stuff that we've learned. So be safe, be kind, be welcoming, be friendly, and we're all going to have an amazing experience together, no matter who we are or where we're from. Thank you very much for your time. I hope you've enjoyed the class. If you'd like to find out any more information about what we do or any classes that we're running during this time, please get in touch. There'll be an email address at the end. Thank you very much. I hope you've enjoyed it. Bye-bye.